It was April the 2nd, and I came across this video by 2 clicks Philip, I think that's how you say it, and Userbenchmark, the April Fool's that never ends. So then I decided to go on Userbenchmark's website, realizing that I've actually used this website to look up like CPUs and GPUs and compare their performance to other products, and that's where it came in that this website is a total joke. Quite literally. So today, I'm going to be looking at how much of a joke it is, and then I'm also going to be showing you some alternatives from these websites, because this website is so bad. So yeah, sit back, relax, and let's roll the intro. So for those who don't know, Userbenchmark is basically a website that allows you to, well, you can download their software, and it'll basically speed test your PC in quote-unquote less than a minute, and then it'll basically upload the results to the website, and you can view your results, and you can also review other people's results. And I think that's basically where this website is mostly used for. Like, a lot of people may go on here and they might, okay, I want to look up a CPU, like what its performance. So let's say the Ryzen 5600X. Search it up, and yeah, Ryzen 5 5600X. And you know, you've got average FPS here, and it seems all great. In reality, this website is absolute awful. Now, you might remember back in, I think it was 2016, 2017, they changed the scoring on this website, which made it, like, completely ridiculous. So that's first red flag here. If you want to learn a bit more about, like, this website's history and why it's terrible, I recommend looking at this video here. I'll leave it in the description. It's by, once again, it's by 2 clicks Philip. Please look at it. Great video, better than this one. Gonna put it out there. But the reviews are also a total joke too. My favorite is the Core i9-11900K, which is a shit processor. It's not good. It's just meh. It's overpriced. It's, you know, it's not that great. It's not really good for value. And if you're way better going with Ryzen or something like that. But in their review, they're so biased. They are so anti-AMD that they go on to say that the 11900K is the fastest CPU in Intel's 11th gen Rocket Lake S lineup. That is true, but that's Intel's lineup. Rocket Lake brings higher IPC and 50% stronger integrated graphics. There are several 500 series chipset improvements, including 20 PCIe 4 CPU lanes from up to 16, and USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 2x2 20 gigabits up from 10 gigabits per second. Rocket Lake's IPC uplift translates 10% faster effective speed than both Intel's 10th gen and AMD 5000 series. Yeah, you get where this is going. Despite Intel's performance lead, AMD continues to outsell Intel. I wonder why. Intel does not have a performance lead. Unless you're an actual certified idiot, you will know that AMD is in the lead, and they've been in the lead for almost a year now, or even more than a year in some cases. And it is totally ridiculous how they're just like, oh yeah, AMD, who are they? Who are they? AMD, I never heard of them. Yeah, Intel, way better, way faster, you know. And then they go on to say it's bewildering that their marketing remains so neglected. I wonder why. It's because of how terrible their processes are at the moment. Little effort is made to counter widespread disinformation. They're saying that the reason why they're not selling is because disinformation, like it uses too much electricity or it needs more cores. Cores don't reflect the actual speed of the CPU, okay? Well, yes, it does have a major impact. It doesn't, just because a CPU has less cores doesn't mean you can outperform a CPU with more cores. And I think that's what they're trying to get across here, but it's ridiculous. And Intel samples are often distributed to reviewers that appear incentivized to bury Intel products rather than review them realistically. So they're basically saying is, Intel is better, and we are right, because everyone else apparently wants to bury their products. Nobody likes them. AMD's great, which is complete BS. And then they go on to say not enabling XMP or whatever, which has no correlation at all to the actual performance of the CPU. And then different games, mostly unplayed by real users, are cherry picked for each review. Complete BS again. And then they say that AMD's marketers circle overhead coordinating narratives to ensure another feast of blue blubber ensues. I don't know how to say the word, man. And then critical benchmark data, which is necessarily which necessarily includes replicable video footage from popular games, is the exception rather than the rule. Nevertheless, towards the end of 2021, Intel's Golden Cove is due to offer an additional 20 to 30% in performance increase. At that time, 30 to 40% performance lead. Yeah, right. So, I think you get the gist here. This website is extremely biased to Intel, and it's pretty joke, and you can see it everywhere. If you search up Userbenchmark, the first thing that will show up, other than their website obviously, and like all their other websites, is basically, and then obviously their software download, is Userbenchmark is not trusted by tech enthusiasts. And then I think that was on the second page. Well, that video shows up. Banned. If you don't, if I filter out the results from like userbenchmark.com, it is not trusted. If you go to their Trustpilot, you can see how bad their reviews are. So, what you're getting at here we go. If you look at this, 1.5, 42 reviews, which isn't that much to be honest, but every single thing that's the same thing. Very different benchmark results from most other benchmark-hardware sites, and then the recommended hardware selected from manufacturers, some of which are older than weaker from new models, and then it's solely dishonest, as you see here, to justify recommending Intel over AMD, even though an AMD is faster, cheaper, and more efficient, and even more secure. So I think what you're getting, what the gist is here. So first off, don't use this website, but if you have been using this website, or if you need a website to, you know, look at and compare, you know, performance from CPUs, here I'm going to show you some alternatives from Userbenchmark. So here we go. Alright, so I've got a few Userbenchmark alternatives from their website. There are a load of them. I recommend searching them online. I'm just going to show a few here. All of these will be in the description below. So the first one is cpubenchmark.net, and I actually do use this quite often. And you can, it's basically where, it's very similar to CPU Benchmark in terms of like their website, obviously without all the bias and all the stupid stuff. So you can search for CPU model. So let's say if we want to search for Ryzen 5 5600X, we're going to go with that one. Ryzen 5 5600X. Let's find the CPU. Here we go. Compare. So it will show what the rank is, and then you can compare it to other CPUs. So it's very similar to, Userbenchmark, and it's a lot more reliable in all honesty. So as you see here, if you go on here, rank 121, got over 1,000 samples, and yeah, it's pretty easy. They also got video card, hard drive, RAM, all kinds of stuff. So you can go away and look at this all you like. Another really good one is I don't know how to say this website, and Tech, I don't know, but you can see they have all kinds of reviews on here that are non-biased. So let's look at AMD Ryzen 5 5900X. They also have benchmarks for it as well. Shows that MSRP, you know, that's CPU Z, and yeah, it's pretty reliable website and pretty alright, to be honest. Another one is Passmark. I was just on here. Never mind. Yeah, another one is this. Now, a lot of people may not know this, but you can actually, it's basically another comparison website. So, browse by CPU family. Let's go for the AMD. Let's see if we can find a Ryzen 5. Here we go. And let's do the 5600X. And then let's go compare it with Intel. And let's just do a Core. We actually let's do a Core i7. Let's give Intel the benefit of the doubt. Let's go with the 9800X. We can compare. So straight away you see, you know, 6 cores. That one's got 8 cores. And then you can do detailed comparison. And you basically get a comparison of really good comparisons, so number of cores, operating frequency, everything, pros and cons, you know. So it's actually really good, this website. I don't think a lot of people know about this, but it's really good, the information on here, and it's much preferred. Now, if you're looking for benchmark programs, there are a lot out there. I'm not really going to list them in this video, mainly because there are a huge amount of them, and they all have their own reason. Not reason, they have all their use cases for them. But yeah, that's it, guys. So, in conclusion, don't use Userbenchmark. It's a dumb website. It's very dumb. Don't use it. Unless you're an idiot. Hear me? You better hear me. And also check out two clicks Philip video. It's 5th time I said it, but he's a great guy. Very good video. Highly recommend it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. Get subscribed and join my Discord. That's all I have to say. Follow me on Twitter. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. I honestly couldn't care. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Latest.